a child from the Mojave Desert dares to dream. She dreamed of reporting important stories. She dreamed of talking to world leaders, to stormy weather, and earn her respect as a top meteorologist.
This is breaking news. Frank, Michelle, this just in. Oh, no. It has started to rain in San Francisco, and that was not in the forecast, so I had to come on outside. Just kidding. Now, Michelle and Frank, while you have your big old beautiful billboard over there, let me show you how much respect I get. This is my umbrella. Now, the weather man. Do I look like a man to you?
No, you don't.
The weather man? Yes.
Then one day, her dream of hosting her own travel show came true.
Roberta!
Yeah.
Hey, Roberta!
Yeah, Mike.
You know, after 21 years, you've never missed a 2 a.m. wake-up call.
What?
And you've never been late for work.
What?
Where's Roberta?
Wait. What? Oh, no.
Hey! Get off the floor!
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Where's Roberta? It's a brand new travel and entertainment show, and we're going to be traveling across the state, across the Bay Area, across the country, and even internationally. And today we bring you London, England. You may notice this place behind me. This is Buckingham Palace, built back in 1703. We're going to tell you more about Buckingham Palace and the changing of the guard, and also other sights and beautiful sounds around London, England. So stick with us with Where's Roberta? Buckingham Palace was built in 1703. That's 89 years before our White House in the United States. The palace is the London residence and headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. With 775 rooms, the palace is enormous and filled with pageantry. It is where the Queen hosts state occasions and royal hospitalities. Here is where you will find a world-known celebrated event called the Changing of the Guard. There are horses and people, there is music, and there are people. There are cameras and more people.
Have you ever seen so many selfie sticks before?
If you want to capture such a festive ceremony where the Queen's guards are actually handing over the responsibility for protecting the palace, always check the schedule online. The changing of the guard happens only on specific days weekly, and the timing of the event may alter too. Rain or shine, expect thousands of people to join in on the viewing. Now, we arrived nearly 2 hours early, and the regiment lasted about an hour. It is a must-see when visiting London. Never before has traveling to London been so easy and so more cost-efficient. Non-stop flights aboard Norwegian Airlines' Boeing 787 Dreamliner from Oakland International Airport took us about 10 hours across the pond. That's enough time for me to chat it up with the captain.
Flying in and out of Oakland International Airport is it's one of the great airports that we operate in and out of. It's great views coming in and out. The weather's generally very good, and having the water just off the edge of the runway here, it's a great experience. And every time I go into London, it's just like going on holiday. It's a fantastic city. There's lots of things to do.
So much to do, you need to rest up. Who knew there was actually a bed on board? Sleeping quarters for the crew.
There's one at the front of the airplane here for the pilots, and there's one at the back of the aircraft for cabin crew. It's a great place to escape and lie out flat and get some rest.
And speaking of the crew, it's always fun getting to know them. And what does a fun Norwegian crew do on their day off?
Colleagues of mine that have been to Oakland for more than one day have had the chance to go to Yosemite Park, which I thought was like Yosemite, but it's not, which looks just amazing, waterfalls and all this stuff that I didn't know existed in America. Maybe 2 years ago, I didn't know these kind of places existed. So That's definitely somewhere on my wish list that I want to go to. Next time I have 2 nights, that's where we're driving up to, Yosemite.
Coming up next, we jump into a London black cab and head to the site of the royal wedding.
Where are we going, Rachel?
We're on our way to Windsor.
But first, what are your thoughts on the nuptials?
Wait,
Oh, you look familiar.
Where are you from?
California.
Where part?
Oakland.
I'm Roberta Gonzalez.
Aren't you on the news?
Oh my God!
You look so familiar, like I know you. How are you?
Great.
You're the weather, right?
Yes, but now I have my own travel show.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to be doing a story about the royal wedding.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, my God.
Okay, well, we'll have to say it. Okay, are you ready? Oh my gosh, or did you get all that already? Oh my God, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'm here with my own travel show now. What is your name?
Estelle Clemens from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. And
we're
what,
from the city.
what are you doing here?
I'm here celebrating my 50th birthday, and I was trying to get an invitation to the wedding. The Queen is here. I've been a Buckingham Palace, now I'm here.
And so what do you think about the royal wedding?
I'm all things royal, have my little bag, and so I'm still waiting on my invitation.
There you go. I wish you luck.
Fly nonstop from Oakland International Airport to London. Award-winning service and great low fares on Norwegian. Fly on new Boeing 787 Dreamliners with loads of in-flight entertainment to choose from and on-demand drinks and snacks ordered from your seatback screen. Fares from just $165 each way. Book today at Norwegian.com. Fly the East Bay way to Europe and park free at OAK. Details at iflyoak.com/parkfree.
Clear for takeoff.
Steps from the scenic sandy shores of Carmel by the Sea and nestled in the charming village center is The Collection. It's not just a women's boutique, it's an experience. The Collection is eye candy for art in fashion. Find timeless clothing with splashes of color, original designs, and one-of-a-kind Italian hand-woven knits. Exotic and fun jewelry that only you will own. Comfortable fashion hand-painted jeans and jackets. The Collection Boutique is for the woman who desires to set herself apart. The Collection Boutique in Carmel by the Sea. Experience uniqueness. Experience the Collection.
Welcome back to Where's Roberta? You know, everybody, every time they hear I have a travel show, they think it's really glamorous. Well, we've been working so much today, we're actually eating in Rachel Cab Tours. Hey, Rachel. It's part of the Black Cab Tours?
That's right.
Okay. Well, where are we going, Rachel?
We're on our way to Windsor.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go to Windsor because apparently there's a wedding about to happen.
There's a wedding. Oh, no. So I hear this wedding between Prince Harry and our American, Meghan Markle, costs 32 million pounds.
That's right.
How much would that be in American?
$56 million and some. But you know, they're worth every penny, no?
Do you think they can just elope to Las Vegas? We could do a travel show on that.
Well, maybe if they got you along, Roberta, then they could do that, eh?
Get the invite. Okay, before we go to Windsor, where there's going to be a wedding, do we have a stop?
Yeah, on the way we're going to go via Runnymede, which is where they signed the Magna Carta, a very important document. But the main reason I'm taking you there is you get the best shot of Windsor Castle.
Oh.
And that's actually where...
I'm just talking about another kind of
Oh no, believe me, I take lots of people there, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's it's a really lovely part of Windsor.
We have now traveled 30 miles from Buckingham Palace to a quaint village of 32,000 people and the countryside of Windsor. Now, this is really the same size of our North Bay city of Windsor as well. But since this is the scene of the royal wedding between Prince Harry and American Meghan Markle, an expected 100,000 tourists will invade this countryside borough, causing hotel rates to escalate to nearly $10,000 a night, and the bustling streets will make it dodgy to move around cobblestone streets and pathways.
Rachel, tell me, we finally made it to the top of the long walk heading on up to Windsor Castle. Why was this ever constructed?
Well, when Prince Albert died, Queen Victoria was absolutely devastated, and she went into mourning for the rest of her life after that. And behind her in the castle is where her bedroom was, and right at the very end, all the way down at the far end, she had put up a statue of Prince Albert so that she could look out of her window and see him.
So she would look at Prince Albert every day?
Pretty much so, yeah.
That is amazing vision. She had great eyes.
It's a huge statue.
It's a huge walk. And while the town of Windsor and St. George Chapel prepare for the royal wedding inside these stone walls of Windsor Castle, not everyone is happy.
I mean, it's completely tasteless. I'm from New Malden in London. These are such superficial people. They're completely wrong to value so highly. And none of it really matters. It's completely arbitrary. They're not there by merit. They're just there by birth. And to be honest, it's completely buggered him up.
Yeah, are you looking forward to the royal wedding?
Yes, of course I am. Yes, very much so.
And what excites you about it?
It's in our hometown, you know, so we're local, so it's in our hometown, so we're very excited. Yeah. That's why we come out today, the lovely atmosphere.
So do I call you a cab driver? Because you're more of a historian.
I am a historian. I work with a group called Black Taxi Tour London, and we're all qualified tour guides as well as doing the knowledge. So we learnt 23,000 streets, 20,000 places, 320 routes. Took 3.5 years for me to do the knowledge. I then went on and studied history and became a London tour guide, as did all of my fellow tour guides.
How fantastic is that? So have you met some very interesting people?
Oh, not one of them is sitting in the back of my cab right now.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.
Have you been to America?
I have. I was there not this time last year. I was at the South by Southwest.
Did you drive?
No.
Can you imagine driving any way differently than how you drive?
No. But you lot all drive on the wrong side of the road.
No, you drive on the wrong side of the road. The people here in London or in Britain, they're very protective of Prince William and Prince Harry, aren't they?
Yes, we are. We care about them. You know, who wouldn't be protective of anyone who's lost their mother in such a horrible way? You know, and we've got, you know, our royal family are special to us. You know, especially as someone who works in London and in my trade, I see very, very much how much they do for London, you know, how many people they bring in.
I'm not going to ask you how you feel about Camilla. When we return, a turn of events in this royal edition of Where's Roberta? At the new Sunnyvale Ford, our promises are what car buyers want. Promise 3, we guarantee purchase times of 90 minutes or less. Find the vehicle you want at the price you want it, only at Sunnyvale Ford. Royal quiz time. What is Prince Harry's real first name? Harold, Charles, or Henry? The answer when we come back. What is Prince Harry's real first name? Harold, Charles, or Henry? Drum roll, please. The answer is Henry. In fact, his full name is Henry Charles Albert David. There is so much to see and experience in England, and it does not always have to include the Royal Majesty. Here's our favorite 2 fun things to do while experiencing the most you can about London in a very short amount of time. The London Eye was constructed in 1998 and opened in 2000 with extraordinary 360-degree views of the London landscape and the beautiful London skyline. Standing just over 440 feet tall, or nearly as high as the Bay Bridge, the London Eye is the most popular paid attraction in the UK. And keep in mind, the London Eye was originally planned as a temporary structure, but it became so popular it's not going anywhere.
We're aboard one of the many shuttles on the London Eye, which was opened up in the year 2000 and has quickly become one of the most popular attractions here in London in the past 18 years. Why? Because it's phenomenal views. Check this out. We could see Big Ben that was constructed in 1858 getting a little bit of a facelift right now as it overlooks Parliament.
The London Eye has 32 capsules numbered 1 through 12 and 14 through 33, so you will not find that unlucky number 13. And those 32 capsules are said to represent the 32 boroughs in London.
Travel tip.
Hey, that's my line. When booking passage at the London Eye, combine your ticket with another one from the numerous nearby attractions and receive a discount. For example, couple the London Eye with Hop On, Hop Off. This is one of my favorite and most recommended highlights wherever I travel. Sit back, relax, listen to an audio lesson in history and culture of the neighborhood after neighborhood after neighborhood in London. The Hop On and Hop Off tour consists actually of 3 different tours. We chose the Yellow Line, which highlights New London and Old London. And one of my favorite parts of the tour, Coventry Street. This leads you into the theater district as well as Chinatown and just a whole lot of fun. See the best of London without the stress. Don't worry about renting a car or developing blisters from walking too fast and too far. Hop on and hop off is the best way to learn, see, and visit a city, even during a royal wedding. We talked about where you can visit and what you can see. But how about what you can eat?
Whenever coming to London, you probably never thought about the food so much before, but think about this. London is very much an international city, and right now I'm standing in Shepherd's Market. It's right outside of Buckingham Palace, outside of Green Park, and also Piccadilly, and we have at least 12 international restaurants and some very serious pubs.
From some of the world's best Indian food to fish and chips, to Italian cuisine. You crave it, you got it. Around any corner and just about any neighborhood around London. Okay, since we're talking about food, can I regress a little bit here? The food at the lounge at Oakland International Airport as you're making your way towards your Norwegian flight is outstanding.
Well, what makes our lounge unique is that everyone who is flying out of the Oakland International Airport has the access and the ability to actually come into the lounge.
But this is for everybody.
That is correct. Anyone flying out of Oakland can come in, and they do not have to fight for the limited electrical outlets for their phones. And every single item and every single location pretty much has an outlet for each individual.
From Dreamliner planes, capsules, buses, and iconic black cabs, seeing London is now affordable and accessible. Fly London, the East Bay way. We'll be right back. At the new Sunnyvale Ford, our promises are what car buyers want. Promise 2. We will find the exact Ford you're looking for, even if it isn't on our lot. Find the vehicle you want at the price you want it. Only at Sunnyvale Ford. Welcome back to Where's Roberta? This is the part of the show that I want to be interactive with you. I would love for you to send me your 1-minute travel video. And right now, let's share with you a video from Fred Wymore in Nepal. Meet the food truckers of Nepal. 150-pound men carrying loads much larger than their own bodies to the roof of the world, otherwise above the tree lines. Shot in the Mount Everest region of Nepal. Wasn't that amazing? I mean, men and women carrying up weight more than they weigh up a mountainside above the tree lines in Nepal. I want to see your videos. Please send them and share them with us at robertagonzalezproductions.com. Meanwhile, just to shift gears a little bit, while traveling across the world for the past several years, which has been my passion, I've grown familiar with human trafficking. I want you to know more about how we can stop this. Visit our website at robertagonzalezproductions.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, Roberta, time to edit.
Who is that guy anyway?
Your editor.
But you know what? It's true. It's true. It's time for us to head back to the Bay Area. But you know what? It's going to be such a great, smooth flight on that Dreamliner. Norwegian, thank you.
Fly nonstop from Oakland International Airport to London. Award-winning service and great low fares on Norwegian. Fly on new Boeing 787 Dreamliners with loads of in-flight entertainment to choose from and on-demand drinks and snacks ordered from your seatback screen. Fares from just $165 each way. Book today at Norwegian.com. Fly the East Bay way to Europe and park free at OAK. Details at iflyoak.com/parkfree.
Clear for takeoff.
Steps from the scenic sandy shores of Carmel by the Sea and nestled in the charming village center is The Collection. It's not just a women's boutique, it's an experience. The Collection is eye candy for art and fashion. Find timeless clothing with splashes of color, original designs, and one-of-a-kind Italian hand-woven knits, exotic and fun jewelry that only you will own. Comfortable fashion hand-painted jeans and jackets. The Collection Boutique is for the woman who desires to set herself apart. The Collection Boutique in Carmel by the Sea. Experience uniqueness. Experience The Collection.
Well, that does it for this very first episode of Where's Roberta? Join us again in 2 weeks from now. That's June 2nd. For a new episode. I can't tell you where we're going to be, so you'll have to tune in for Where's Roberta, 7:30 p.m. right here on KPIX 5. Until then, everyone, take care of one another.